All right.
Hi, welcome to TUTV. I'm Sarah Moore.
And I'm Joe McCurdy. Sarah, it's great to be back with you this week.
It's so good.
Missed you last week, but I was with Jono, and Jono is always a great host. So, how have you been?
I'm pretty good. I've been hearing a lot about all of this stuff happening in the government, and I am sad to say I have not stayed updated. So, could you enlighten me?
Of course. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not in the news segment because it just happened 15 minutes ago. I'll be quick. Mike McCarthy just got removed from his Speaker of the House position after working with the minority party, which is the Democrats, and it has upset quite a few of the far right, like Matt Gaetz. I don't know if you know that name, but it's upset some of the far right, House representatives.
Right.
And they've removed him. They fired him. So currently, the House of Representatives has no speaker. So
that's crazy.
It's never happened before.
It's never happened
Never
ever?
happened before. So, we'll be back
live.
next week with more.
Yes.
But soon we're going to swing it over to the desk and have some news for you.
Thanks for the update, Joe.
Of course.
Hello, welcome to TUTV. I'm Brenton.
And I'm John O'Rice. We got some news stories for y'all, so let's dive right in. Oklahomans living in green country, referring to the northeast quarter of Oklahoma that includes Tulsa, are now offered the opportunity to receive the new COVID-19 booster as well as the 2023 flu shot. The CDC recommends the COVID-19 booster to anyone that is over 6 months old. These vaccines will be administered by the Tulsa Health Department at 5 different locations throughout Tulsa County, and appointments must be scheduled online. Free vaccines are available for children who are Medicaid eligible, Native American, or do not have full insurance. A limited supply of the vaccines will be allotted for adults without full insurance. Otherwise, private insurance will completely cover the cost of the vaccine. Make an appointment today on the Tulsa Health Department website at tulsa-health.org.
Oklahoma-based lamb, swine, goat, and cattle show product supplier Outback Labs has not been allowed to set up a booth at the Tulsa State Fair this year. Despite vending at previous Tulsa State Fairs as well as other state and county fairs throughout Oklahoma, the company has been forced to explore other options. This is the result of the Tulsa State Fair signing an exclusive vending contract with a non-Oklahoma-based livestock show supplier, Sullivan Supply. The Lowe's location across the street from the fairgrounds has allowed Outback Labs to set up a booth in their lot where customers have the chance to fulfill their livestock show needs and support local business owners.
The Secure and Fair Enforcement Regulation Banking Act has recently been approved by the Senate Banking Committee. The bipartisan bill aims to ease financial regulations and provide additional banking services for cannabis companies. Bill's sponsor, Senator Jeff Merkley, states, quote, "Small businesses are struggling because their ability to use the banking system has been canceled," end quote. As of right now, many cannabis companies are ineligible for creating bank accounts and unable to process credit card transactions, forcing them to conduct business solely in cash. This introduces many roadblocks for companies in the developing industry, such as complicating business dealings and making employees and businesses targets of robbery, which are disproportionately affecting small businesses.
The Amazon rainforest is facing historic droughts, resulting in a state of emergency being declared as temperatures rise to over 100 degrees. Human intervention in the Amazon rainforest has been cause for concern for its effects on the local communities and natural environment of the area. This has far-reaching consequences, with over 100 dolphins found dead due to high water temperatures and locals having difficulty sourcing food and water. The negative effects are projected to continue to escalate through the end of the year, and by that point, an estimated 500,000 will be affected by the drought. This trend will likely continue as atmospheric scientist Aditi Shashardi states that, quote, cooler climates seem to be inherently more predictable. Researchers anticipate severity, frequency, and length of climate change-related events such as droughts to increase as the climate continues to become less predictable.
Many autonomous cars are using the streets of California as a testing ground for roughly 40 companies currently having licenses to test self-driving cars in California. 10 of these are China-based companies that face scrutiny by lawmakers who question whether their existence in America poses a security threat both for data collection and possible military advantage. These concerns are intensified by China's unwillingness to reciprocate in allowing American companies to conduct testing of autonomous cars in China. The California testing permit only requires that companies report miles driven and numbers of collisions, leaving much of that data being collected by these companies unknown to the U.S. Regardless of the possible ulterior motives of Chinese companies, widespread availability of testing permits in California has increased progress towards a future with robo-taxis and autonomous vehicles for personal use.
Jono?
Yes.
We were talking about, obviously you just read the story about autonomous cars.
Yeah.
What's like an overview for you? Like, what do you think autonomous cars are going to be like in the future?
Yeah, so, right now I understand a lot of people feel like, just the general idea of having a car without a driver is a bit sketchy.
Right.
It's something, we have to, I guess, get used to perhaps. It might be, as in California, it's definitely more common now, so maybe that'll be something that hits Tulsa soon.
Yeah, maybe these big areas are going to be the ones that have this as like a test drive, because I've seen some videos where, there's like cars, like taxis that don't have a, person driving it. Yeah. So it's pretty interesting. But I think the biggest thing definitely is about the data that's like unknown to us. But
certainly.
For sure. But anyway, I'm Brenton.
I'm Jono.
And we'll see you next time.
Welcome back, and we are here for the interview section of our show. We're going to learn a little bit more about a fellow media studies club on campus. I'm here with Matt with Film Club. So Matt, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Matthew Perez. I am a film major. So I'm the vice president of the Film Club, and so far it's been really fun.
That's great. That's great. So we've had Film Club on the show before. Refresh our minds. Tell us a little bit about Film Club.
So unlike last year, we didn't really have too much of a standing, as it was just a really small club. It was me, Josh, who is the current president, and then one other member. But now, because we've gotten ourselves out there with the, I forgot what it was called, but like where everyone like lined up on Dietler Commons, and then with all the clubs, we've really gotten ourselves out there, and we've gotten more of a following. Yes.
Yeah. So how did you get involved through the activities fair? How did you start in Film Club?
So I got involved because, for film majors, it is required to have a colloquium, which is basically every Wednesday, or not every Wednesday, once a month on a Wednesday. At 12, people would come, and then usually they'd have a guest speaker or something like that. So I got involved through the colloquium.
Love that. And so for the people that are interested in Film Club, how do they get involved? Who do they talk to? What are you guys really about?
So to get involved in Film Club, usually we have a meeting every Wednesday at 12 in the Lorton Performance Center, room 2060. And if you want, I could give you the group me if you want to do something with that. But usually we show up. Usually we play some like film-related games, like guess the movie based off like these images. And then usually we talk about like what do we want to do with the club, or we'd watch a short film and then discuss what we like about it, what we don't like about it. And then we'd also discuss what like other future things we might do for the club. Great.
And I know you personally, we were talking before, you're not that big of a of a film buff.
Yeah.
So it's really open to everybody, right? It's, you don't have to be a film studies major. You can really just have a love for film, whether it be directing, screenwriting, acting, or just, watching film. So, that's good. That's a good, kind of, it's like TUTV, where you don't really have to be involved in media, and you can just, do it because you want to.
Yeah.
Right? So what else do you have going on? I know, we had Activities Fair already. So any events coming up? What's going on with Film Club?
So a new thing that we've had is that on Tuesdays we vote on which movie we're going to watch, what day we're going to watch it on. So, but it's usually on a Tuesday because at Circle Cinema they have $2 Tuesdays. So we take the whole film club to Circle Cinema and we'd watch a movie, and then afterwards we would discuss it. Some movies we've already watched are Old Boy, Bottoms, which is a really good movie, and then in the future we're thinking of going to watch Killers of the Flower Moon, which from the trailer I've seen it's really good.
I've heard a lot about Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah. It's supposed to be going up against Oppenheimer right now as the Oscar winner. So it's either gonna sweep for Oppenheimer, it's gonna sweep for Killers of the Flower Moon, which is gonna be really interesting because I'm pretty sure Christopher Nolan's never won an Oscar, which is scary to think about. But anything else, Matt? Anything else for the TUTV viewers out there?
I mean, on the topic of Oscars, I think something else that we're thinking of doing is maybe holding like a big watch party for the Oscars with like a red carpet and everything.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, if that's it, it's been a pleasure to have you. I feel like we've all learned a little bit more about film studies, or the film club, excuse me. And it's, again, it's a pleasure to have Film Club on TUTV.
Thank you.
So until next time, thanks for coming on, Matt.
Hello, welcome back to UTV. I'm Jono.
And I'm Brenton. Hey, we have some exciting sports information to get to. Let's get right into it.
Tulsa football records their first conference win of the season with a win over the Temple Owls at home this past Thursday. It was a dominating performance on both sides of the ball, with Cardell Williams throwing for the 244 yards and 3 touchdowns on 14 completions and rushing for a touchdown as well. Anthony Watkins continues to stand out as Tulsa's lead back with 220 rushing attempts for 77 yards and a touchdown. Taj Gary was the second TU running back to see the end zone after breaking off a 40-yard run early in the fourth. The Tulsa defense forced 2 turnovers and kept Temple out of the end zone for the entire first half. With a 48-26 win over the Owls, Tulsa looks to continue their run as they face FAU this Saturday.
Tulsa's women volleyball sweep North Texas secured their 3rd American victory of the season. The Lady Golden Hurricane are now 3-2 in AAC play and 10-6 overall. The 2-game series in Denton served to be quite an exciting matchup, with Tulsa winning Game 1 in 4 and Game 2 going to 5. Kaylee Cassidy led Tulsa with 41 kills on the weekend, putting her total kills on the year at 324, which leads all Division I players. Tulsa snapped the Mean Green's 5-game win streak and claimed their first road win against the Mean Green since 2005. Tulsa will be back on the road against Florida Atlantic and Alabama Birmingham this weekend.
Tulsa men's soccer secured their 2nd conference win this past Friday, improving the Golden Hurricane to 2-0 in the American Conference. Freshman midfielder Yuki Sakaguchi scored his first goal as a member of the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in the 7th minute of the conference matchup. Tulsa held the 1-0 lead despite a red card on goalkeeper Cedric Stern, which put Tulsa down to 10 men for the entirety of the second half. Tulsa plays one more home match against South Florida this Wednesday before heading on a 2-game road trip.
Tulsa women's soccer defend home field advantage and knock off the Rice Owls to secure their first American Conference win of the season. This improves the Golden Hurricane to 3-6-3 on the season. Tulsa started the scoring off in the 42nd minute after Jaden Chi broke through the left side and found net before the end of the half. Rice answered back at the 54th minute, but the tie would not stand for long as Jordan Frederick put the Golden Hurricane ahead in the 75th minute. The goal would later be the decider, giving Tulsa a 2-1 victory at home. Tulsa will travel down to Denton, Texas as they face off against another member of the American in North Texas.
The MLB playoffs have set for the first time since 1990. The New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, and St. Louis Cardinals will not be a competitor. The wild card will see teams like the Miami Marlins and the Minnesota Twins in the postseason since 2020 and the Texas Rangers since 2016. The top three teams going into the postseason are the Atlanta Braves, Los Angeles Dodgers, and the Houston Astros. All recent world champions, these teams are the betting favorites to win. Postseason games begin today with all four wild card matchups, starting with the matchup between the Texas Rangers and Tampa Bay Rays at 2 p.m. All right, so Brenton, I see the jersey. I'm getting some baseball vibes here. What do you know about what's going on in the baseball world?
Okay, so at the time we're recording what it is, it's 5:35. The Phillies start playing about 7 o'clock, and you know they're coming back. Last year they played in the World Series. They lost to the Astros, and obviously, as you said, they're favorites again. But I'm feeling good about my team. Of course, that's like, why would I not feel good? But you know, we're starting Zach Wheeler game 1. I'm confident, man. Like this is something I've been desiring, for a long time because this team's been struggling. It's only the second time we've made the postseason since 2011, so it's kind of like, why not be a big time supporter? But it is kind of crazy seeing that the Red Sox, Cardinals, and Yankees are not in the playoffs, at the same time. Like it's pretty rare.
No, yeah, that is sick. You just hate to see it.
For sure.
But hey, that's all we have for today, y'all. I'm Jono.
And I'm Brenton, and we'll see you next time. Hello, welcome to TUTV. I'm Brenton.
And I'm Mabry. We have some exciting entertainment to share with you, so let's get into it. Actor Michael Gambon, best known for his role as Professor Albus Dumbledore in the Harry Potter franchise, passed away this past Thursday, according to Gambon's family. Claire Dobbs, the Gambon family's publicist, continued to say that the family was, quote, devastated to announce the loss. Dobbs added that Gambon died peacefully in a hospital surrounded by family after dealing with a case of pneumonia. In his decades of acting, Gambon received 4 BAFTAs for UK television programming before taking on the role of Albus Dumbledore in 2002.
This Thursday, a jury in Northern Virginia ruled a delivery driver as not guilty in the shooting of a YouTuber who harassed him in a mall food court earlier this year. Tanner Cook, the 21-year-old YouTuber, was seen harassing Alan Coyle, the 31-year-old delivery driver, according to eyewitnesses. Coyle pleaded not guilty and claimed to have been acting in self-defense. Coyle's defense attorney shared in court that his client felt intimidated by the 6'5" Cook and felt the need to protect himself. In the video, Coyle is heard saying stop 3 different times before using his weapon. Cook shared with NBC Channel 4 News in Washington that, quote, "We're going to continue the videos. It is what it is." The jury was in deadlock for several hours before coming to their conclusion.
Dwayne Keefe D. Davis was arrested and charged with the murder of the rapper Tupac Shakur. According to the Las Vegas Police Homicide Lieutenant Jason Johansson, Davis was described as, quote, the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out. Furthermore, local authorities say that Davis admitted to providing the gun for the drive-by shooting in his personal memoir, Compton Street Legend, produced in 2019. Authorities continue to say that Davis's own comment revived the investigation. Davis, who is now 60 years old, is due in court this week.
NSYNC, one of the world's most recognizable boy bands, has released their first song in 20 years titled Better Place. Singer and songwriter Justin Timberlake released a short video of all the members of the group in a recording studio, causing speculation among fans. One of the 5 members of NSYNC, Lance Bass, shared on social media that, quote, "This song is a testament to our bond, and I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for the journey we've shared and the one that lies ahead." The feature song will be released alongside the Trolls Band Together movie that will be in theaters later this year.
According to an article from PR Newswire, Tubi is integrating Rabbit AI, a first-of-its-kind mobile feature powered by ChatGPT-4. Rabbit AI aims to make Tubi's user experience easier by recommending content to its viewers in a new and improved way. Blake Bassett, Tubi's senior director of product, shared at a press conference that, quote, 1 in 5 streamers binge watch because it's convenient or easier than searching for another show, as time spent looking is usually a mix of scrolling, maybe bickering over whether to watch a comedy or a horror movie. Similarly to other streaming services such as Netflix or Hulu, Tubi curates certain content to its viewers by analyzing the viewer's history. With Rabbit AI, a, quote, hyper-personalized recommendation will be made based on the language used in the films and shows you watch, the actors you like, and more. Rabbit AI is available for US users today, with rollouts starting for other countries in the coming weeks.
Now, Avery, I don't know if you're a big NSYNC person. Personally, I that wasn't my kind of music, especially because like this is their first song in 20 years, you know. So, were you like ever like kind of a big Justin Timberlake before, you know, like NSYNC?
Honestly, not entirely, but I will say my dad shares the name Lance, so we do have that commonality.
For sure.
But in general, not super versed with NSYNC. Kind of surprised to see them in a Troll movie, though.
Yeah, maybe we'll see like in the Troll movies, you know, like what it's like, but you know, I don't know. But anyway, I'm Brenton.
I'm Avery.
And we'll see you next time.
Previously.
Currently, we are still dealing with the backlash from the Motley Crue concert that happened last month. Alright, any ideas? Plagues! Excuse me? Plagues!
So, can you explain that again?
This isn't a thinking cap, President Carson. It's our interdimensional thingamabob.
Wow, so what's it really called?
No, it's actually called an interdimensional thingamabob.
Oh!
Here, let me show you a demonstration. Who are you? I'm an alternate version, almost identical to you, but I study art instead of mechanical engineering. Weird. Also, I can shapeshift into a variety of different fruit.
Goldie, what have I done?
Road, what else this spring is capable of?
Goldie, it's up to us to save the University of Tulsa. Again.
But we can't rue it alone.
I think I know who to call, but it's not gonna make the students happy.
Oh, hello. Welcome back. It's good to see Brad Carson Adventures once again. I think I'm always encapsulated when I watch it.
It's always a highlight for the filming the show for me, getting to watch it.
Agreed. I completely forgot I was on camera when I was watching it. And then they cut to us, and I was like, oh, it's my turn now.
We were just so entrenched.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Joe, Joe has a mistake to own up to.
Okay, so when at the beginning of the show, I said Mike McCarthy was the Speaker of the House. Mike McCarthy is the Cowboys head coach. The Cowboy football team, NFL, blah, 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 blah. Kevin McCarthy, on the other hand, is the Speaker of the House. So I just want to clear that up. Mike McCarthy is a real person, so I'm not stupid. But
and you're a big sports guy.
Big sports
so it makes
guy, so
sense.
yes.
On a completely different topic, we wanted to shout out the live stream that will be happening on Halloween, October 31st.
And we've got the head of the live stream right here.
Little me, I'm the producer, so it's going to be,
for Sarah.
Thank you. It's going to be Halloween themed. We're going to have lots of Halloween themed activities. There's going to be some pumpkin carving. There's going to be like literally any Halloween thing you could think of, some ghost hunting around campus, lots of fun things to watch out for, maybe even murder. Who knows? Who's to say? So keep an eye out. Make sure to join us and watch that on October 31st.
I'm very excited for it. So with that, thank you, Sarah. We'll see you next time.
See you later.